Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everyone! Happy New Year! Happy New Year to everyone overseas. We're not quite here yet on the East Coast of the United States, but I know most of the world is already in their New Year celebrating. Probably not even bother watching this show, but maybe watch it tomorrow after you're recuperating from your party. Actually, here in Philadelphia is the big party day. The mummers come down. I'll probably put TikToks up, capture some videos if they do. It's supposed to rain, so I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. But if I get anything, I will share it with you. And speaking of that, put a TikTok up this morning on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum TikTok channel. And I was looking out of the river, and you could see so far, and it's a beautiful reflection. But past that, it's all foggy. And it made me really think about goals, the New Year's, setting resolutions, goals for the year, and how goals really help teams focus. So as we know in Scrum, there's 5 values that we like to utilize. We got commitment. We have, I got them all right down here. I got them right down. But we got commitment, focus, openness, respect, which is very important, and courage, right? Without the respect, you can't have conversation because you can't respect other people's thoughts and opinion, which is really important in Scrum because it's a team effort. But anyway, we're going to talk about goals. Oh, and we have the last fortune cookie. Actually, there's one more left, so I have one for next week. Second to last fortune cookie in the bag. So I'm going to have to go in the new year, go back to my local Chinese grocery store and buy another bag of fortune cookies. But it'll be the last fortune cookie for the year. And I want to make sure we got on. So 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way to bring value to customer, not work crazy hours, and focusing helps us not to work those crazy hours. We're not working on crud that doesn't bring value to the customer, or they may think it does, but it really doesn't. And we have Bubbles. Bubbles is here. She wants to be in the show. She always wants to be in the show. I have Jerry and Betty stalking me because we're going to do the fortune cookie. Betty wants her cookie. And so talk about New Year's goals. One of the things think about goals, where you want to be. I like to look at long-term goals, where I might be 100 years from now, but also like to look at every 6 months. Where are my goals for 6 months? Goals are key in Scrum. Having a sprint goal, if you notice in the new Scrum guide, they have a product goal, they have a sprint goal, definition done. So goals are really emphasized. And why? Because they help promote focus. With a goal, you can focus on something, 1 or 2 things. There's lots of other stuff you're going to do in your life. Don't let anybody ever kid you. Not everything is part of the goal. It's just not. And I have that thing with OKRs where I say they want to make everything in your backlog match to an OKR. Well, that's just not going to happen necessarily. If you're supporting old product or the software that you have produced in the past, everything's not going to be an OKR, or not going to be something that moves the needle. But goals help you say, okay, we need to make sure we're at least on this because this is part of goal, and it makes you think about it. So as you do your sprint goal, you ask a question: are we working on a sprint goal? If nothing in there, or a very small percentage works to your sprint goal or your product goal, then you need to change up your sprint backlog so it focuses on your product goal and your sprint goal a little more than all the other stuff combined, right? You got to make sure you're doing that, because sometimes the other stuff's just easy. Fix a problem, fix a bug, to do this little change here or whatever. But you got to make sure you got that. So I want to wish you all a happy New Year. We're going to do the Fortune Cookie Friday thing. Keep it short, brief, because I think everyone wants a fortune cookie in this household right now. And I guess that's it for goals. But just think about it. I was looking at the river, and it's on I posted on TikTok. Goals help you focus past what's in front of you, right? We can see what's there right in front of you, but is that your goal? Is that your ultimate goal? We can do busy work all day long, but does that get to where you really need to be? So think about the goals. Think about where you want to be in 6 months to a year to 5 years to 100 years from now. And don't always focus on that right there in front of you the small stuff. Think about the bigger goals, the moving the needles, the OKRs, the big shifts, and where you want to be in your life. Okay, with that, we're going to open Fortune Cookie Friday. Fortune Cookie Friday, yay! Betty's got her head on my foot. She's funny. She's giving me sad dog eyes. Okay, we're opening the fortune cookie. Oh, God. I can just see it now. She's just burning a hole in my hands here. It's a Fortune Cookie Friday. So Agile Accountants, wrap a note for us, which we talk about in the show, and see how it plays a part to what we just talked about. I am going to take a picture of this before you eat this, and we'll see how it goes. All right. So Fortune Cookie. We open it up. See what we got here. Oh, interesting. This was actually pretty interesting. Listen to what you know instead of what you fear. Listen to what you know instead of what you fear, right? So, how we do this. Listen to what you know instead of what you fear. We got New Year's. We got goals. I mean, if you're maybe you're too afraid to write goals down. That could be a big thing. People fear writing goals and not achieving it. One of the advices I got in the past was, and I don't know how this relates to this, but I'm going to give this to you. You do what you know. If you know you were successful in the past to have done something, don't fear the goals and what you're going to do in the future, because you know you've been successful in the past. So there's nothing that says you won't be successful in the future. So by setting these stretch goals, setting the goals where you want to be, you can be there. But listen to what you know instead of what you fear. I guess if you read enough about it, don't be fearful. Go for your goals. Push the envelope. That's all I'm going to say. You can't fear that moving the needle. You can't fear the goal. You know you've done in the past. People have invented stuff in the past that have been done. You can do it in the future. So we know people have been successful with this. Know you have confidence in what you're doing. And don't be fearful of working with other people. I mean, that goes into the whole respect and the courage part. I say if we talked about values, where we talk about, and I have to read it. Commitment, focus, openness, respect, and courage. Don't be fearful. You can work with your teammates. Don't be open to it. Have some courage. Don't be fearful. So with that, Happy New Year. Take care. And I wish you all the best. And we will see you next year. Next year tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. All right. Take care. Bye. See ya.